Hey guys, welcome to this week's American Idol chat.
It is the top 5 going down to the top 4.
Whoa.
They have 2 mentors, not just one tonight.
That's
2.
exciting. Okay, so the first round is like rock and roll.
Rock and roll, baby.
So the mentor is...
Lil Steven Van Zandt from the Bruce Springsteen collaboration band.
Okay, I feel like there's like 30 people in that band.
There is.
And then the second round is Sia.
From Sia.
I love Sia.
Sia is so hot right now.
She's
like
just
handsome.
such a cool person.
There's no words to describe
She's
her.
Sia.
You know what she is?
She's
a
wig.
freaking unicorn.
She's wig. Okay.
All right, so
Can we just talk about Scott Borchetta's Sopranos impression?
it was terrible.
I was embarrassed for him.
It's terrible. Why would he put that on television?
Oh, Scott. I'd love to see Scott do a Scott impression. That's what I want to see.
I'm just gonna forget that happened.
Okay, moving on. Let's just talk about this week's performances.
All right, so let's talk about La Portia's 2 performances first.
Okay, so for the rock and roll round, she went with Wanted, Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi.
This was powerful.
It was.
She killed it. And her freaking hair took 14 hours this week. I have to say, it was worth every minute because it looked fabulous.
It did look really great, but wow.
I
14
cannot
hours.
imagine having somebody work on my hair for 14
I get impatient
hours.
after 10 minutes.
That hair's not for me.
All right, but anyway, this performance was great because it was so unexpected too.
Mm-hmm.
For her to do a rock song. I mean, but then again, she sang the Beatles that one week and it was friggin' fantastic. So
Yeah.
she can do it all.
All right, well, her Sia song was Elastic Heart, and this was fan-freaking-tastic. That's 4 or 5 syllables.
That's a lot.
That's like 5 syllables
That's a
of
lot.
deliciousness.
I would love for La Portia to become like a huge star and Sia like writes all these songs for her.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next, we're going to talk about Mackenzie.
Okay.
He, for his rock round, did I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick.
Great song.
When
Great
he
song.
first started doing this one with, in the
practice
session,
room?
yeah, I was like, wow, I like that little riff they did
The
there.
little uniquely popular.
Yeah, and I was really excited for this song, but then he sung it, and I was like, this is so one note.
I thought he was like technically good. It was enjoyable, but it didn't really go anywhere.
There was no story. There was no beginning, middle, end. It was just
it
like
was all the same.
it was one big, uniquely popular sandwich without bread.
Oh, I hate that.
No,
You can have the carbs.
I know.
You can have the carbs, Mackenzie.
You could totally be drinking 2%. All right, so second song, the Sia selection was Titanium.
Love.
This was an okay song for him.
It was interesting. I think that Harry was being a little turd because he was all like, it's not all just about the one note. That's not what Sia was saying. She was just talking about that, but there's other stuff too.
Yeah, of course. I don't know. It didn't really do it for me, but it was better than the first one.
Okay, I enjoy Mackenzie, but the thing about Mackenzie for me is that sometimes his breathiness comes off as like weak to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know if I could listen to a full album of him, you know? I like him for a song here and there, but I don't know if I could do a full album.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that.
But I do like him.
All right, so all the idols packed up and took a trip in their Ford, whatever it was, to a fashion stylist.
Woo, makeovers.
I hope they didn't reject the makeovers. All right. Then
They all came up with their like alter egos.
Yeah. Then David Cook performed
Cookie.
his song that I guess he wrote for the show, Heartbeat.
Was it for the show or is it just his song?
I don't know. It seemed like it would be for the show, but maybe it was just his song.
I think it might just be
I
his
don't know.
song. But it's
okay.
always great to see him back.
Yeah. I liked it.
All right, let's move on. Continuing.
All right. So let me just take a minute here to say how much Scott Borchetta adores Trent.
Who doesn't? I am obsessed with Trent.
I mean, every time Scott and Trent interact, I can just see the stars in Scott Borchetta's eyes. He's just like, he's got those money eyes for Trent.
I mean, Trent is something special.
He is something special. He's not just off the Wells Fargo wagon either.
No.
All right. He is so unlikely. I mean, you would not think that voice is coming out of him.
He can do so much with it. He's got like that. Okay, let's talk about his first performance.
Right.
Sharp Dressed Man, ZZ Top. The beginning was so like...
He totally flipped the script on this.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Stripped down?
No, it was like slow,
dramatic,
James Bond kind of like thing. And then it was all like, upbeat.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he can do so much with his voice, even in just one song.
His voice is truly a musical instrument.
He's got like a Sam Smith kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but
like even more soul.
But with like Adam Lambert thrown in there too.
Fair.
All right. Maybe a little Jennifer Hudson too.
All right. Well, this was an amazing performance for him.
I loved it, and so did everyone else. They were all losing their shit.
I think Trent's been amazing this whole time, but I think he might be peaking at just the right time.
Agreed.
All right. His second performance was Chandelier by Sia.
That is like my favorite song by Sia. And this performance was a whole nother level. It was beyond.
Again, we got to see a huge range in the different styles.
And again, he used his voice like it was a freaking violin or something. I mean, he just makes sounds that you would not think would... Yeah, no, that was Sia. All right, so I would have to say this is in my top 5 Idol performances ever.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, top 5 ever. I'm not talking about like duets or anything. I'm talking about straight up Idol performances ever.
Wow.
Out of the 15 seasons. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Top 5.
Well, let's talk about our bottom 2.
Sonica and Dalton.
I kind of had a feeling that they would be the bottom 2, honestly.
Yeah. So Sonica is eliminated. They cut right to the chase, and Maddie's like, you know, they said this was going to be a girls' season.
This was supposed to be the girls' season.
You started
now
out
there's
with
one
more
girl
girls.
left and three boys.
And she better not be going next week, because that would just be ridiculous. All right, so they had a little video package, and Sonica was singing her Sia song, and I couldn't barely hear it. I don't even know what it was.
They had it really low. It was
and I didn't even go look it up on iTunes or anything. But
well, we can save that for another time.
All right.
But I'm sad to see her go.
Me too, because I thought she was something special. So Dalton.
Not anything against Dalton.
No. He's had trouble picking a song
for the rock round.
Right. What was the song
like
that he
Seven Nation?
Yeah.
Seven Army, like Seven Nation. It's a combination of those 3 words.
All right.
I'm not familiar with it.
He switched at the freaking sound check.
Yeah, it just wasn't working. And, you know, I respect that he was trying to make it work so hard, and then he knew to just, like, step away when it wasn't coming together. So good for him.
Thank God he decided to switch, because God Only Knows by the Beach Boys was a genius
I
hit
loved
for him.
it for him.
It was perfect.
He was so vulnerable.
Yes.
He was so good on this song.
It was so suited to him, and
he made it sound so simple.
Yes.
Which is one of the most difficult things to do.
Exactly. It was genius.
There was that one part in the middle that I was like,
I think...
But the rest of it made up for it.
In there, they had to change like around 500 tween diapers. Because they totally lost it.
When he was standing next to those girls in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Tween dream.
Yeah.
Alright, so his second song, Bird So Free.
Bird Set Free.
Bird Set Free? oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bird Set Free.
Sia. This was so emotional. It was emoshi.
You know, it was good, but Trent, though.
I know, but I think
It was hard to follow Trent.
it's hard to compare them, you know? They were just so different.
True.
So different.
True.
But I thought Dalton really stepped it up this week and did a great job. He's really.
I think everybody
He's
did
putting
a great job.
he's putting his emotions into the performance, which I
Emotions.
appreciate.
All right, so it was kind of cool that the Idols got to go sing at NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
The performance, however,
We only heard like 2 notes from it, so it's hard to tell what it actually sounded like. But there was a special treat this week. A couple special treats.
Kat McPhee.
She sang "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," one of her signature songs.
How in the hell, please tell me, did she lose to Taylor Hicks?
Taylor
Why does
Hicks, I'm
America
gonna let you
hate her?
finish, but Catherine McPhee is one of the best singers ever on Idol.
Yeah,
Seriously.
she really is.
She's amazing.
It made me want to watch Smash again.
I still haven't seen the finale yet.
I know.
I have to do that.
All right. So then Sia performed Cheap Thrills.
Love.
This was fantastic. Her performance,
The dancers.
the dancers.
I know, I love this song. I'm so
unreal.
happy this is her
it was
single
a
right
great
now.
Song.
Love it.
Loved everything about it. She didn't have to do a damn thing except sing that song because it was perfect.
Because you're perfect. And she's going to be performing live at Coachella.
I know. I wish we could go, but we're on the other side of the country.
And we don't do Coachella or anything fun. Just kidding. But, yeah, that's awesome. So,
Hey, Coachella, you want to fly us out? We'd love it.
let us know what you guys
we hate
thought.
you.
That's not what I said. Let us know what you guys thought of the performances this week. Who do you think is going to make it to the top 3? Let us know.
I can't even. I just can't. It's like choosing amongst my children. All right. Hold it together, kids. And until next week, much love.
Edit.